Have you ever felt like life is pushing you to your limits? Like every single day is a battle you never really get to rest from? Responsibilities, pressure, expectations, failures, uncertainty. Sometimes you just want to quit. Sometimes you wonder if the struggle is ever going to be worth it. That right there is the moment that decides your future. The climb in real life is tough, painful, and full of setbacks, yet the view that waits for you after you refuse to give up, that changes everything. Life doesn't reward comfort, it rewards courage. It rewards the effort that nobody sees, the fight that happens when everyone else sleeps, and the decision to keep going even when motivation disappears. The climb shapes you, the struggle builds you. The view is waiting for those who dare to rise. You are not struggling for nothing, you are becoming someone the world can't ignore. You wake up one day and realize that life is not the simple journey you once believed it would be. You thought doors would open just because you dreamed big. You assumed the path would clear just because your heart was pure and your intentions were good. Yet here you are, face to face with resistance, failure, doubt, and a world that doesn't hand out success like a free gift. This is the moment when most people hesitate. They look at the hill in front of them and think it's too steep. They imagine the pain, the setbacks, the embarrassment of trying and failing. So they choose the safe road, the comfortable route, a life without struggle and unfortunately without greatness. The climb in life is tough because growth demands discomfort. Every time you step into the unknown, your brain screams for safety. It tells you to stop taking risks, stop sweating, stop caring too much. Evolution trained humans to survive, not to thrive. That is why chasing dreams feels like climbing a mountain. Your legs shake, your lungs burn, your mind starts whispering that you should turn back, that the view from where you stand is good enough. The world around you reinforces those doubts, saying you expect too much, want too much, dream too big. People project their own fears onto you because seeing you rise would force them to confront why they never tried. The first real challenge of life is not defeating the world, but conquering the voice inside your head that keeps trying to hold you down. That voice feeds on fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear that maybe you are not enough. The climb exposes those fears. It forces them into the light. It demands that you keep moving, even when every part of you wants to collapse under pressure. That is where most people misunderstand struggle. They think struggle is a sign to stop, when actually it is the proof that you are on the right path. The struggle means you are becoming someone new. You may feel lost right now. You may feel like everyone else is moving faster, achieving more, living easier. You scroll through other people's lives and start to believe the lie that success is effortless for them. What you don't see are the failures they hide, the breakdowns they never show, the nights they cried alone, question their purpose. Nobody posts the climb, they only show the view. So never compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You might be working a job that drains your soul while you dream of something bigger. You might be studying harder than ever and the results still feel small. You might be building a business or a future, and all you get in return right now is stress, rejection, and long days that never seem to pay off. Life does not reward speed, it rewards persistence. The climb is slow for everyone. That's what makes victory meaningful. Every step forward builds a different version of you. One who knows how to keep going without applause. One who shows up even when motivation disappears. One who learns discipline, because dreams only come true for those who refuse to quit. The climb teaches resilience. It turns doubt into courage, weakness into strength, survival into purpose. Real life success is not reserved for the lucky, the chosen, or the privileged. It belongs to the ones who keep climbing when the world expects them to stop. It belongs to those who take control of their story instead of waiting for permission. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know every answer. You simply have to decide that where you are today is not where you are willing to stay. The climb is tough because you are being prepared for what you asked for. The universe tests your hunger before it feeds your dreams. If you quit when the path gets steep, you will never know how beautiful the summit could have been. Keep climbing, even if the world doubts you, even if you doubt yourself, because one day when you finally reach the top, you will realize every step, every scar, every sacrifice was worth it. There comes a moment in every journey when the struggle feels unbearable. You are giving everything you have, yet progress looks invisible. You wake up tired, go to sleep stressed, and somewhere in between you start questioning whether any of this effort will ever pay off. It is the stage where most people give up. Not because they lack talent or dreams, but because they mistakenly believe that struggle means failure. They forget that the hardest fight always comes right before the breakthrough. Real progress is rarely loud. It doesn't announce itself with fireworks or applause. It lives quietly in the late nights when everyone else has gone home. It hides in the habits you repeat when nobody is watching. It exists in the days you push forward despite no sign of success. Growth is slow, silent, and often invisible until suddenly the results appear like they came out of nowhere. The world calls it luck, but you will know it was persistence. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your proof that you are stretching beyond who you used to be. When your heart aches from disappointment, when your mind feels exhausted from trying again and again, that means you are evolving. Every struggle leaves a mark on you, shaping your character, sharpening your mindset, strengthening your ability to survive real adversity later in life. Without struggle, success would be meaningless and shallow. There will be times when you feel ignored, overlooked, or underestimated. You will watch others succeed faster while your turn keeps getting delayed. You will hear no more often than yes. You will face challenges that make you want to scream, cry, or walk away from everything you started. Those moments are not there to stop you. They are there to show you how badly you want this. If success came easily, everyone would have it. The climb is tough because only those who truly deserve the view will reach it. Nothing worth having comes without paying a price. You must sacrifice comfort, doubt, procrastination, and sometimes even relationships that hold you back. Not everyone will understand why you choose the harder path. Some will call you crazy for pushing so hard when you could settle for average. Let them talk, let them doubt. Their disbelief is fuel for you to rise even higher. People who never attempt greatness will never understand those who chase it. One day you will thank yourself for every moment you kept going when it felt impossible. You will look back at the nights spent working while others slept. The days you forced yourself to believe when your hope was fading, and realize that those moments built the strength you have now. You will remember how many times you were close to quitting, and how choosing to continue changed everything. The struggle you are facing right now is temporary, even if it feels endless today. It is shaping you into someone who will not break when bigger challenges arrive. You are learning patience, resilience, emotional toughness, and discipline. You are learning how to rise without validation, how to move forward without guarantees, how to lead yourself when nobody else is guiding you. That is real power. Every champion was once a beginner who refused to stop. Every success story started with a person who fought through uncertainty and fear. You are building your story now, step by step, day by day. So trust the process even when it feels painful. Trust the climb even when the top is out of sight. You are not failing, you are forging yourself into someone capable of reaching the view you dream about. When the struggle hits hardest, remind yourself, the tougher the climb, the more glorious the view. Keep going, you're closer than you think. There are days when you look at yourself in the mirror and wonder if you are capable of becoming the person you dream of. Somewhere deep inside you know what you want. You can feel the pull of a bigger life, a better life, a future that lights your soul on fire. Yet your mind constantly tries to negotiate with you. It says you are too late, too unprepared, too flawed, too ordinary. That internal battle is the true test. Success isn't first earned in the world, it is earned inside your own mind. The climb in life demands courage, not the loud kind you see in movies. The quiet kind that wakes you up every morning and whispers, try again. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even when fear is holding tight to your shoulders. Every meaningful change requires you to take a step outside the comfort zone you have built around your life. Comfort feels safe, but it also builds invisible walls around your potential. If you keep doing what you have always done, you will keep getting what you have always gotten. Nothing changes until you do. You must be willing to challenge your limitations, to let go of the excuses that once protected you but now restrict you. That means saying yes to risks, yes to learning, yes to failing forward. Every time you step beyond what is familiar, you grow. Every time you take a breath and face the challenge in front of you, you win a small battle against the weaker version of yourself. The truth is that most people are not defeated by external forces, they are defeated by their own doubt. They never apply for that job because they fear rejection. They never start the business because they fear losing money. They never speak their truth because they fear judgment. They never take the leap because they fear falling. So they stay exactly where they are, living a life that does not challenge them, a life that does not excite them. In trying to avoid failure, they accidentally avoid success too. You must accept that fear will always try to walk beside you. Let it come, but do not let it lead. You are capable of far more than your mind allows you to believe right now. Human potential is built through action, not through thinking about action. You learn what you are made of only when you push through moments that terrify you. Your fear may show you danger, but your courage shows you destiny. Think of every person you admire. Every leader, every creator, every high achiever, they stepped into their journey terrified, uncertain, and unprepared. They were not confident before they achieved. Confidence is the reward you earn for taking the first step despite trembling hands. The person who wins is rarely the one who feels fearless. It is the one who refuses to let fear decide their future. Life will always test your courage before it reveals your strength. You will be pushed, challenged, misunderstood, and sometimes alone. Yet each time you move forward instead of backing down, you unlock a new level of yourself. You begin to trust your own abilities. You begin to realize that nothing and no one has the right to define your limits except you. The climb transforms you. It develops a mindset that says, no matter how hard this gets, I am harder. You become someone who no longer asks, what if I fail, but instead asks, what if this works? That shift is everything. That shift changes your entire life. Never underestimate a person who continues rising while carrying their fears. That person becomes unstoppable. You are that person. You are capable. You are worthy. You are stronger than the doubt trying to cage you. Take the step. Face the climb. Your future self is waiting at the top, cheering for the courage you choose today. One of the most painful parts of the climb in life is realizing that not everyone you started with will stay with you. You will notice that as you rise, certain people will distance themselves. Some will doubt you, some will mock you, some will secretly hope you fail so they never have to feel uncomfortable about their own choices. It hurts deeply when the ones you expected to clap for you become the quiet skeptics in the background. This is where your heart is tested, because the climb requires you to let go of people who anchor you to the ground. Growth demands sacrifice, and sometimes the biggest sacrifice is the comfort of familiar company. There will be relationships that once felt right but now feel heavy. Conversations that once inspired you but now drain your motivation. People who once supported you but now feel threatened by your ambition. Not everyone can handle watching you evolve into someone they no longer recognize. They wanted you to stay small so they could stay comfortable. Do not be angry at them. Do not waste your energy arguing with those who refuse to believe in your path. People see the world based on the limits they place on themselves. If they cannot imagine success for their own life, they will never imagine it for yours. Your mission is not to explain your purpose to them. Your mission is to rise so high that your success becomes undeniable proof that the climb was worth it. There will also be times you must walk alone. A lonely path does not mean you are on the wrong road. It often means you are going somewhere most people don't have the courage to go. Solitude is not a punishment. Solitude is training. It teaches you to rely on your own strength. It teaches you to keep moving without needing applause. The world's greatest transformations usually happen in silence before they are celebrated in public. Remember this: support is a blessing, not a requirement. You do not need cheerleaders to keep climbing. You do not need everyone to understand your dream. The only approval you truly need is your own. When you are focused, determined, and committed, nobody can stop you except yourself. You are allowed to outgrow people. You are allowed to choose environments that nurture your ambition instead of killing it. You are allowed to protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. As you grow stronger, you will start to attract others who share your hunger and mindset. You will meet people who don't gossip about dreams, but chase them. People who clap when you win, not because they expect something in return, but because your victory inspires them too. Wait for those people, work for those people. They are worth the climb. Sometimes it will feel like you are losing a lot during this journey. You may lose friends, comfort, parties, and easy weekends. You may lose the version of yourself that once wanted approval more than success. That loss is not a tragedy. It is a transformation. You cannot become who you are meant to be while staying who you used to be. Your path is different. That's why it feels difficult. That's why it feels lonely. You are not here to fit into the life others chose. You are here to build a life that people will look up to. Let go of those who hold you back. Hold tightly to your vision. Keep climbing, even if your footsteps are the only ones you hear, because one day, those who doubted you will tell everyone they always knew you were meant for greatness. You are not climbing to impress others. You are climbing to become the person you were destined to be. Stay focused, stay loyal to your future. The right people will join you at the top. Every time you take a step forward in life, the world throws a new obstacle in your path. Bills increase, responsibilities grow, mistakes hit harder, people misunderstand you. The higher you aim, the more resistance you face. That is not a sign that you are unlucky. It is a sign that you are leveling up. The challenges you face today are shaping you for a destiny bigger than anything you imagine. The climb is tough because success needs a version of you that does not break under pressure. Pressure is uncomfortable. It squeezes you in places where you feel most vulnerable. It exposes your flaws. It reveals where you still need work. Many people run away from pressure because they think it means they are failing. They do not realize that pressure is a privilege. It means you are in the game. It means life is preparing you to handle something greater than what you have now. Think about a diamond. Before it shines, it is just a rock buried deep in darkness. It becomes valuable only because of the extreme pressure and heat that transform it. You are no different. The weight you are carrying right now is not there to destroy you. It is there to mold you into something rare, something strong, something extraordinary. Without pressure, you would remain the same. Without challenges, you would never discover your real power. Most people underestimate themselves. They think the breaking point is the end. They see struggle and assume it is a signal to quit. The truth is your breaking point is usually your turning point. When things feel unbearable, that is not life saying stop. That is life asking, how much do you really want this? Greatness has a cost. It demands that you push beyond your limits. It requires resilience when you feel exhausted, determination when you feel discouraged, and belief when everything around you tries to convince you to doubt. When you push through hard times, you gain a strength that can never be taken from you. Every tough experience you survive becomes a weapon you can use in the future. You become someone who can handle pressure without falling apart. You stop running from challenges and start welcoming them because you know what they lead to. You begin to trust the process because you have already seen what happens when you hold the line during chaos. There will be moments when you are forced to step up even when you don't feel ready. You will have to face situations that stretch your patience, test your discipline, and shake your confidence. During those moments, remind yourself that the people who achieve their dreams are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who treated pressure as a sign that their life is expanding. They used every challenge as a stepping stone upward. Do not wish for an easier life. Wish for the strength to handle a meaningful one. You are capable of surviving far more than you think. You have already overcome battles that once felt impossible. Look at how far you have come. You did not make it this far just to quit halfway. You pushed through pain before, and you will push through this. The climb requires pressure, but the pressure creates greatness. One day you will look back and realize that every challenge, every sleepless night, every difficulty was building the strongest version of you. Nothing you are enduring right now is wasted. It is preparing you for the view that waits ahead. Keep going under pressure. You are not breaking, you are becoming. There will come a moment in your journey when everything finally begins to make sense. The days you doubted yourself, the battles you silently fought, the sacrifices nobody saw, all of it will come together and reveal why you had to go through the struggle. Because the view at the top is not just about achieving a goal. It is about becoming the person who earned that view through courage, resilience, and unstoppable determination. Success is not only measured in money, fame, or applause. The real reward is the transformation within you. You start to see that the climb was never just about reaching the summit. It was about discovering who you are when life challenges you, when nobody claps for you, when the world tells you to quit. The greatest reward is waking up one day and realizing you are no longer afraid of the mountain. You carry the confidence of someone who has climbed mountains before. You understand now why the hard days mattered, why your tears were necessary, why certain people left your life, why you had to walk through darkness before seeing the light. Every setback crafted strength inside you that comfort never could. Every time you wanted to quit but chose to rise again, you built a spirit that cannot be shaken. You built a mindset that says no matter how steep the climb becomes, you will keep moving. The view at the top teaches gratitude. You appreciate life differently when you had to fight for it. You look down and see how far you came, and suddenly the pain doesn't feel like pain anymore. It feels like proof. It feels like pride. You realize that the climb shaped you into someone who will never settle for a life that does not excite your soul. You no longer envy anyone else's success because you know the sweat behind your own. At the top, you become someone others look up to. Your journey becomes a guide for those who are still climbing. They will see the strength in your story and feel hope for their own. That is a different kind of victory, the kind that does not just elevate you, but inspires others to believe that they can rise too. The view is not a final destination. It is a reminder of what you are capable of. Once you taste the satisfaction of winning a battle you once thought you couldn't survive, you become unstoppable. You stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start asking, "What else can I conquer?" The climb lights a fire in you that never goes out. Every success you achieve going forward will carry the same message. You earned this. You fought for this. You refused to fold when life tried to break you. You chose growth over comfort. That is what separates those who merely wish from those who achieve. So do not fear the struggle. Do not run from pain. Do not let fear convince you to turn back. Keep climbing, push through the doubts, rise through the challenges, because at the top is a version of you stronger than you ever imagined, smiling at the life you built through sheer willpower. One day, when you finally stand on that peak and feel the wind of victory hit your face, you will look at the world below and say, "The climb was worth every step."